doing, man? Yeah, not doing so bad. Actually, I forgot to put my timer on Stream Elements that says I might be quiet every now and again, either due to background noise from the kitchen or background noise from the kids. But yeah, not doing too bad. How you doing, man? Good evening to those joining the stream, we do appreciate it. I hope everyone's doing alright. Specific trip to the bin there. I've got my temporary bin over here. So what's going on with you, Miller? Hope Sunday finds you alright. We are doing chicken with some chorizo and some extra paprika, just for good measure, with some gnocchi instead of some pasta. I haven't had gnocchi for a little bit. I might change the playlist, I don't know. I forgot how 3 in the morning this playlist is. It's very, it's not droney, you know, not in that mind-numbing sense. It's just very 1,000-yard stare, flying in a helicopter, trying to get a laser lock on something, you know what I mean? No, maybe not. That's probably where I was, where I added this particular track to it. And it's like, yeah, man, this fits. Have I turned this ring on? I have turned the ring on. I haven't turned the cooker on. That's better. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Of course, not all plans work out the way you plan them. Sometimes they have add a little bit of their own flair. But we'll see how it goes. So I just want to get the veg chopped up first, and then I can deal with the chicken. I might change the playlist, unless you think it's alright, Miller. I might change up the playlist, something less intense. Cooking's supposed to be relaxing, right? I mean, I like it, but it's about whether or not it fits for you. I think that's probably more than I needed. We can do some of this for the ground crew. I think we'll do that much for one, and that can go back in the fridge, or maybe I'll cook it. Actually, not screw it, I'll cook it. Cook it, and then anything that's left over I can freeze. start prepping some of the veg for the ground crew. They do have a tendency, I'm happy to say, to eat raw veg. So if I give them that, they'll be happy. And a bit of carrot as well. But they'll be well happy with that. Right, cookery is finally switched on. I might just want to set up that I able to increase the microphone volume. Maybe, because when the things start sizzling, it gets a bit out of control. What about that? It's probably picking up a lot of background noise. In fact, yeah, it is. I can see that it's really it's picking up the bass line of the music that I've got playing. But hopefully it's sort of in time with what you're hearing anyway. What are we doing? Try and give the illusion of a tidy kitchen. Get some garlic pre-chopped to get all our chopping done, and then we can start on the chicken. Just feel the increase. Okay. I did bring up the microphone a little bit. I'll just have to see how it reacts once there's lots of sizzling and stuff going on. Shave that bit a bit thinner because the knife is riding up. So we're just chopping up the garlic nice and fine, and then I'll add some extra choppiness to it with the herb chopper that a certain Bill 1949 made for me. We're going to chuck some of that in the veg and some of that in the chicken. No. What? Oh, fine. Right, okay. There we go, on a bound to use it. So I'm going to oil the blade actually, because the garlic has a tendency to stick to it. So crack. So I wonder if I oil the blade, it will just slice through a bit easier and not get stuck all over. Alright, onions are starting to get hot, so we can turn those down a bit. Yeah, well, it still sticks, but it comes off a lot easier, so I think I'll do that more often in future. do tend to go quiet a little bit whilst I'm cooking, chopping, trying to measure out and plan in my head what I'm going to be doing. So that's why I have the music in the background. Right, so they're going to sit and sweat now. They're going to caramelise down. Give it another couple of minutes. I'm going to add some butter to that. Now I'm going to be doing this slightly differently because I don't normally do the gnocchi. So this pan ultimately is going to be used for the gnocchi because it's got the most non-stickness about it. But I also need it for the chicken. So we have to do a little bit of juggling. So speaking of which, that pan there on standby. Bear with me just a second. I'm just going to open the back door just to try and get some ventilation going through. Right, so now we've got that. We've got the onion doing, that's chopped broccoli. And this was more of what I had in mind for the music. Sunday cooking, bit chill. I don't know why I'm throwing all those bits over there. So I've got a bin there. Right. I'll start picking up the pace now. I'm behind quite significantly. Which probably means I've chosen a completely wrong meal to try and cook today. It's a bit dry actually, this broccoli. I think it's gone a bit over, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, let's get this lot chopped. We need to really pick up the pace here, really pick up the pace. 6 o'clock near, well, 5:30. And we've got to debone the chicken yet. That's a whole afternoon's worth of work in itself. So all I want to do is get the veg chopped up so that I can then use the chopping board for the chicken and then just forget about it, chuck it in the dishwasher and done. So some of this is going to get microwaved for the ground crew. The rest is going to get seared in there, and with a little bit of a little bit of soy sauce, garlic, and what else do I do? A couple of herbs, basil maybe, oregano. Chop it all up. Really, I just want to get this done. It needs to be done. So I'm going a bit rougher than I would normally do. A bit more stalky than I would normally do and all. Don't quite that much. Right. Carrot for the cooked veg, and the ground cook can have a raw carrot. Carrot can be done pretty much now for me, for us. Where's the peeler gone? Oh, you don't want the peeler, chat. There it is. Right, so some people consider it fancy. The way I see it, I was just looking to do it the quickest possible way when I was working up in Birmingham once, after a time in my life. See, again, there it's nice and hot. It's a little bit too hot, but we can chuck the butter in. Use the naughty butter. It's going to be a bit of a naughty meal, this one. Don't want to waste anything. Let's put that in from the top. And we're going to put in about that much butter. We're going to turn the heat all the way down and put the lid on, the hot lid, and we're going to just leave that there. Now the other part that I'm going to do, so yeah, so the bit that, depending on your viewpoint, fancy or cheaty. So we ain't fussed about no chopping of the carrot, because chopping is just a lot of effort. So what I'm going to do is take the peeler and peel the living hell out of it. So there's a different peeler. This actually comes out with slightly thicker peelings. So if you look at like the black peeler, that's like translucent almost, how thin it is, like less than a millimetre. Whereas this one, because it's quite a thicker peel, we can just go straight in. And now we have no more carrot. Oops. Always make sure your vegetables are dead before you try and cook them. They have a tendency to jump out of the pan otherwise. Right, so that's that. Did I put oil in there already? No, I didn't. Right, that'll do. Garlic is there. We'll put that in later in the fry. We can probably rinse the broccoli. So it's all quite firm veg, so we can just put that straight in, and that's just going to like sear and soften a little bit. And then that bit's going to be for the ground crew. stay there. Now we've got to do the big fight. The fight with the chicken. This is going to be the longest bit of the entire thing. Actually, let's give that a bit of a stir. Stir the butter in. Don't burn or anything. Next one you've got to go. Roger that. I'll catch you later on or whenever. Thanks for dropping in, Dad. Oops. Need to set fire to the tea towel. It'll be the first time something caught fire in the kitchen. 39, that's 10 minutes ago. Oops, never mind, sorry. Oh, 39, 2 minutes ago. No, not 10 minutes ago. Right, let's do the chicken, sort the chicken out. We got it so because the paste is unreal. Oh, tune. I have so lost my dexterity with doing this damn chicken, it's unreal. It's either that or the knife's been blunted since the last time I used it, but good lord. Occasionally, I need to mute my microphone so I can go into the other room and yell at certain members of the household without you folks hearing it. So I need to keep my mic muted often. only downside. The other is, I think my knife is actually blunt very slightly, because it's given me a lot of grief. But it takes absolutely forever. I'm severely regretting taking this approach. I wish I'd bought chicken breast now. If the knife had been sharper, it would have been so much of an issue. But, we'll have to see. This is true, and it's a lot more tender as well. It's, you don't get meat quite as soft as the leg meat, do you? I'm having to mute the microphone more often than I normally have to. The ground crew are getting restless and being stupid, so the mic might be off more than it's on, but I will try and keep up with chat where I can, either by typing in chat directly or responding through the mic at my earliest convenience. So I don't think I'm ignoring you, it's just that environment dictates I cannot always respond immediately. I would like to be able to do a proper stream where you can go wide angle of the kitchen, silent house, all that sort of thing. And I can just get on and do it, not have to worry, not keep running off, yelling at people. I mean, yeah, if I was chucking it all in the oven, that would be different. I wouldn't be doing all this, but... Oops. That's right. It's normally the last one that I do is the fastest. It's like, you know what, why couldn't all the other ones go quick? And once again, getting a little bit lively in the background. I might have to mute again in a minute. If it comes through too much, let me know and I'll just mute on principle. Just unmute when I need to. No, I'm going to have to mute now. Test my patience today, tell you that. Fair enough. Which I just realised I bought myself a half bottle of wine, because it's only really me that drinks wine now. Oh, go away, fly, piss off. I forgot to open it. I haven't opened it. It's a nice rioja. I haven't had a rioja in ages. No, get out of the way. I haven't had any wine full stop in ages, apart from one that I made, which was a Rioja style wine. It was one of those Beaverdale Valley kits, so they can't call it Rioja because it wasn't made in the right region, but it's got the same grape. Oh God, suctioned itself onto the thing. Finally, yeah. I don't mind the background noise. It's where I have to step in there and bellow at them. That's the bit that I don't like coming out on the stream. Does not match the Lag brand. Definitely a slightly blunt knife. Oh, piss off, fly. Jesus. It's one of those flies that's a little bit dopey and it's just like, alright, alright. Just saying hello, mate, you alright? It's like, no, just go away. No, I just want to say hello. So like this. Right, come on, where's the seam? Where's the seam? There it is. All the meat, it's all layered, it's like a intricate pass the parcel. Just got to find the layers and then get the knife in there. There we go, see? Nearly done. The irony is, it's not actually going to take that long to cook. It's just, how long has it taken so far? An hour. An hour. And all I've done is, unfortunately, burnt the onions. So I don't even know if I can use those now, which is a bit of a pain in the backside. I was so focused on the chicken and having to keep darting in there, in the other room. Bloody forgot about them, didn't I? I'll have a look at them, but I don't know how recoverable they're going to be. In regards to trimming up the chicken, I mean, yeah, you got to, haven't you? You got to. You can't just slap it all in and chop it up. Well, for a start, you can't just chop it up because there's some great bone in the middle of it. But I mean, the cat used to love it when we had a cat. Me trim the chicken, that's like dinner. Fry up all the trimmings. You love that. Come on. Definitely a blunt knife though, because this chicken is all over the place, apart from being cut. I mean, Christ, look at that. Gosh, you could string a longbow with some of the sinews on here. The way my knife is failing to go through it.
So I can actually pop this up.
Yeah. Jesus, finally, right. Final straight, let's get this done. And we can actually start turning rings on, cooking stuff. 3 viewers, I appreciate the time you spent on the stream, 3 of you. And I don't know if Bill was still lurking, or if he actually logged off. I think he logged off. So whoever the other two are, thank you very much. How are we feeling the tunes at the moment? Stick with this one, or should we go more guitar orientated? Maybe not metal, like full on heavy, but we could up the tempo and change the style. It's entirely down to you. This is almost done. Actually, I'm going to scrub that bit. Okay, we've got a little bit there we've got left. Okay, that'll rend down that fat, that's fine. We want some on, we just don't want all of it. So there we go, that's the chicken deconstructed. So now I can put stuff, that in dishwasher, this in dishwasher, that lot in the bin. And I can forget about it. Roger that, Miller, roger that. Okay, hold on to your pants. There we go, it's a bit middle of the road, but it varies a little bit, Okay, so we got the chicken chopped, finally. There's nothing wrong with a little bit middle of the road. I'll leave the night muted just whilst the kettle's boiling. Didn't want that bit of carrot anyway. God damn it, straight down the back of the cooker again. Right, so we've got paprika in the chicken. So that's all starting to sizzle a bit now. We're also going to put some chorizo. I wish I would if I could. Oh, it's here. That's right. Got it out earlier and I forgot about it. Right. Okay. So we've got some chorizo. I'm just going to dice this up, slice it up. I should have done it earlier actually. I've been using the breadboard. Yeah, that's going to be quite nice. Let's get some temperature going on. Alright, now we're cooking. This is way too much fish. Definitely going to be freezing some. Or at least putting it in the fridge. Oil in there. Now I've got some oil in there, slightly more than I planned. That's better. Oh shit. Right, that's going to go good. That's what I need to sort out. I need to have a look at this. Is the onion completely screwed, or is it recoverable? Actually, no, that's all right. The onion survived. Good. That means I can put it in the chicken. That's going to give it some really depth of flavour, that is. Makes it really nice. Starting to get some heat coming through the pan now, which means I probably need to get the gnocchi going. Onions did look good, didn't they? Let's put some garlic in the veg. Got to keep watering. I'm starting to soften down. Look at the colour coming out in that broccoli. Oh yeah. That's such a rich green. The camera isn't picking it up quite as well as my eyes are. It's good. Right, let's get the gnocchi opened. In fact, the gnocchi, I could probably get away doing the gnocchi in the small pan rather than using that one, which does actually simplify things. Right, how much is this supposed to serve? Serves how many? Serves how many? 2 servings, 2 adult servings. Yep, that'll be right for me and, well, us anyway. Right, that's there. Is it starting to get warm? I hope so. There we go, just starting to steam now. This is going to be so tender, this meat. Oops. Right, so we want the kettle boiling. We're going to put the back ring on. Oh, piss off, fly. Take a brick to you in a minute. Cough. Boiling. Throw some water down the wall. That'll go with the carrot. If the sizzling in the pan gets too much, let me know and I can mute sections. This is the first time I've added the chorizo to it, so I'm hoping that's going to be nice. I think it will be. I'm reasonably confident. I don't look too bad so far, does it? And that was muted. Awesome. I don't know how long I've been muted for, but that's awesome. The irony is I now need to put myself back on mute to find out what the crash was upstairs, so I'll be right back. Five minutes mute. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I was just saying. Well, I don't know. I welcomed you back, Dad. Thanks for coming back. I was saying it's very greasy, but most of that is from the fat. So, whoops, sacrificial chicken. 5 second raw. It's my fault. I know how much it is. Tastes good though. Right, I think we can take that off the heat because I'm going to need that potentially for the gnocchi, which is done. Alright, turn those off. Ow, that's warm. That's very warm. Turn that one down. Well, I think that's probably cooked enough. Or at least that's the term I'm going to use. I'll turn that one off. Oh, it's warm. Alright, I now need to put this into a casserole dish to keep warm. Oh, damn it, I didn't put the oven on. Let's turn that on now. So we've got a bit of garlic bread in the oven, ready to cook. Unfortunately, not actually cooked, because I forgot to turn it on. Right, so take that out. We put all this in the pan, in the thing, the glass thing. And just keep that warm. And then we're going to fry up the gnocchi in the pan. Same said pan. So we want some oil. You want to make sure you've got a good non-stick pan for this one, because much like if you fry noodles or rice, it is going to stick. As you can see, they're sort of floating. That means they are pretty much done. Just give it a quick stir around, see what's going on. As you can see, the water even now is going a bit soupy. I can't remember how long you're supposed to cook them for. Will you go away, fly? God damn it. Let's do that for a little bit longer. Should start boiling pretty quick. Right, that's that. Oh, I don't know what that was. It wasn't even boiling. Alright, I'll quickly just mute whilst the microwave is running. Okay, so there we go. But we've got a bit more. We've got more floating on the top now, so just need another minute or two. Let's turn that one off. Right, now we can drain it off. Where's my drainer? There it is. Look at that. See, once they're all sort of floating up at the top, like that, they're done. Yeah, alright. And you've had your moment. Enough of it. Right, now we can fry it. Nice and high. In fact, that's still sizzling, so we are good to throw them in. Just see how much they are sizzling. Yeah, that should be right. So make sure they're flat in the pan, because otherwise. There we go. Yeah, sorry, I had to mute. That one I knew. I try not to get too much like microwave noise because it's just a bit drony, and some people don't like it so much. Whilst there's intense background noise going on, like that, because the mic is so stupid sensitive on the camera. It picks up all the wrong stuff. So it's a sensitive mic, but in the bad way. So we just want to brown off the gnocchi, because that sort of stabilises it then, and it's not going to go all slushy. I think in theory gnocchi should be reasonably easy to make, because I think it's just potato flour. Mixed into a dough and then made into balls, and you boil it. I don't know what the proportions are, or how easy. I guess it's quite a sticky dough. But what we're trying to do is just basically crisping up the outside. So the sizzles people don't necessarily mind so much, but microwaves, kettles and extractor fans when I have it running, not so good noise. And these are browning off quite nicely now, so this is pretty much done. Just horrifically behind time. Now we are going to put a little bit of sauce in with this. We can use a little bit of carbonara sauce just to moisten things up a little bit. And we're not going to put it in the gnocchi. I'm going to heat that separately in the pan, which is getting hot, so I need to do this quickly. Take a knife, take a knife. So we're just gonna not melt plastic onto the cooker. Which one? This one. So we're just gonna drop that in. I should have mixed it up first. That's enough. In fact, I'll put it all in. What the hell? Right, put that over there. Move this around a little bit. This is pretty much done now, the gnocchi. It's nicely dried. Pretty much done. So we just need to heat the sauce through now until it's done. Let's turn those off, which is residual heat from the thing. So we're actually going to have ham and chorizo and chicken as the meats involved. It's a nice driving track. Take that off the heat. Let it just sit there and sizzle under its own whatever. Ah, damn it, I didn't do that. Let's just throw that in, see what happens. Just soften it down a little bit. That's a bit of a shame. So this is pretty much done. Start bubbling on the sauce. Just using residual heat on the ring there. Caramel sauce. Over there. Check the garlic bread. It's looking all right. It's nearly 7 o'clock here. I know obviously you two are in UK, so if there's anyone else, we've got 3 viewers in theory. There's a mystery third. Whoever that is, I don't know what time zone they're in, but it's nearly 7 o'clock here. We are horrifically behind schedule. No, I am horrifically behind schedule. So we've got to get boys, ground crew, got to get them fed, showered, hopefully a bit of reading, and then work out how to tell the school they decided to not do the homework sector over the last 4 weeks. Whoop, get back in the van. That's it, that's just starting to boil nicely. So that's all we need to do, is get that hot. Make sure everything's melted nicely, and we're done. Kill that heat. right temperature, okay. Right, so this is all sort of grating around the pan now, which means the outside is all nice and crisp, which is good. That's exactly what we want. So that can sit there and do that. This can come to the heat, that's boiling like a madman. So, yeah. Right, so that can sit there. Start plating up for the ground crew. Got some garlic there I didn't use. Oops. Let's try and tidy it up a bit. Right, another sip. That's quite nice. Right, let's start plating. So, we're going to do not loads. So, because it's quite dense, this stuff. What was I going to put on there? Chicken. Throw a nice pile of chicken in. Look at all that, well, probably fat in fairness, in the bottom of the pan, the dish. Right, so we do that. Now we'll do a bit of a drizzle of the sauce. That's starting to heat up. Yeah, I've not had, I was saying earlier on, I've not had some red wine for quite a while. It's not one that I've made, that was a shop bought one, I just bought it on a whim this afternoon. So, I'm going to put the sauce to one side in case they don't like it. I can dip and stir and whatever else to their content. Put the lid back on this. Spin it around a little bit. Right, so that's that. We're going to put some broccoli on there. In fairness, the broccoli is probably a little bit past its best, but it'll be alright. Right, that'll do. Right, so that's pretty much the meal. I'm going to put myself on mute just whilst I sort the ground crew out, and then I'll be back for the last bit of plating and the goodbyes. Maybe a raid, when it is streaming, so it's always nice to drop in on. You're right to that, okay, thanks. I'll catch you later, lad. Right, so yeah, I'll just meet myself and I'll be right back. Alright, many thanks for that, Miller. Really do appreciate it. Thanks for dropping in, sticking around and chatting for the duration. You stay safe, and maybe I'll catch you on Yam Stream or Duck or one of the many regulars. But until then, I'll catch you later, mate. Thank you. So we're just going to finish up here. Stream, I really do appreciate it. It's a little bit unfortunate, we're just closing up, we're just plating up the final plate up really. We've got some chicken with chorizo that's been off-fried up with some paprika. We've got gnocchi, and we've got some pan-seared veg, broccoli, carrot, and something. Yellow bell pepper for any Americans. And we have some garlic bread, which is probably burning because I forgot about it. It's browned. It's browned. It's fine. It's fine. That is fine actually, in fairness. Right, so we need to find somewhere we can chop that without burning the counter. Down to 2. There's a pizza wheel, I'm going to be fussed about fancy cutting. No, I'm nice and fast. I appreciate you can't necessarily see this one, but you can't see this at all, not necessarily. You definitely can't see it because it's not on camera. But you probably can still just about hear me making loads of noise in the background. I'm burning my fingers whilst I'm doing it. Right, so we got that, we got that, we got that, we got that. Now, hopefully what we got in the microwave is going to be suitable. Yeah, right, sorry for the background noise. Right, we're going to call the stream there, pretty much. That's pretty much it. Oh, hang on, the sauce, ain't got me sauce. We're going to call the stream there. We'll be back later on tonight for the Sci-Fi Sunday. We'll be doing some Space Engineers with Iron Sheep, doing a bit more progress on the Legolax. If you're not familiar with what the Legolax is, drop into Discord, !Discord in chat, and check it out. Ask for the Space Engineers privilege, and then you can see what we've been doing there. It was a Lego model, Duplo model, that one of the ground crew made. And I thought, hey, wouldn't that be a good idea if you made that in Space Engineers? That'd be pretty cool. And then we realised it's huge. So we're going to make something really, really big in large grid. And it is really big, really big. So let's put just a drizzle. Oops, no, I don't want that. Right, drizzle. Over there, and a couple of drips on there. Just to look artsy fartsy. Alright, and there we go. That is without let's get that out of the way. Got to be a clean plate for a plating shot, isn't it? Right, okay, there we go. That's it. That's the meal. Chicken chorizo with pan-seared veg, gnocchi, and a carbonara sauce. We are going to, we're back at 21:30 tonight or thereabouts, starting with the Silent Priest, Dream Master, Grand Crew Settle, and then into Live and Loud with the camera and the mic after that. It's 21:30 UK time, which is British Summer Time, which is UTC +1. And it would be awesome if you could join us for it. I'm just going to queue up a raid. My laptop will let me, there we go. If you join me on the raid, that would be absolutely awesome. Thank you very much, I do appreciate that. And I'm sure Arwen will too. Arwen Shop is an awesome streamer, she's doing Phasmophobia. Don't forget, make some noise in chat, make a shout, make a scream. She'll appreciate it, I'm sure she will. So let's drop in, and whatever you do, whatever you play, have fun. More importantly, stay safe. Thank you very much for joining me on this cooking stream this evening. I really do appreciate it, and I'll hopefully see you later on tonight. But until then, take care. Once again, thank you, and good night.